doesn't sound too good either.
Well, Mr. Hovis, let me clarify then what I said. First of all, I'm not pushing it. I gave my opinion on what I think could happen tonight. I didn't make that as a motion to accept it, so understand, let me finish. Second of all, I didn't say public opinion don't count. We can have public hearings until the cows come home, that's fine. I just simply said, they're great to have, and I would welcome a public hearing on this. I simply said that the map only actually affects the people sitting right here because people vote in every ward. I'm fine, and I'll support and vote for the motion to have a public hearing. But now, I will say this, since you brought it up looking at me, I would take some exception because I seen your map when you seen the map, and to look and say politics involved, you know, that's an awful big statement to say whenever I'm completely convinced that probably that wasn't the case.
Well, when you got a dog leg in one street, when you could have eaten it out, and there's a dog leg there, I mean, it's so obvious. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to see that. That's the only thing I'm heard about. And Mr. Taylor, why in the world would Times News would even get involved in politics is beyond me. I mean, they're supposed to be a service of the city.
Let me jump in here. I don't see that as politics either. I think what the Times News did was save the citizens of this community.
Oh, I'm
$8,000 to
grateful.
$10,000.
That's exactly where I was coming from. I'm grateful they did it. But as far as not letting the public get involved in it,
I agree, and I'll go along with that. Let's do what Mr. Wilson suggested there. We'll have a public hearing.
as far as me, I'd vote for it tonight. I mean, I've got to run against somebody regardless. I mean, it ain't gonna change my, me running against somebody. Tim, I'm glad he's in that, and I appreciate it, but I don't want to think that we're a bunch of stooges up here that there's a little bit, spade's a spade, you can see it just as clear as day that there was a dog leg in the thing, but it doesn't matter. After the last election we had, when the Republicans came up at 5 o'clock, you gotta be awful suspicious about anything anymore.
Republicans came with a lot of kind of stuff. Why?
Well, you didn't get involved in it. They tried to came up at 5 o'clock to try to get all the people running in to vote on that right. So I have to question anything that goes on anymore.
Let's just head a different direction. I think what you recommended
Well, I'm
there.
sorry I brought it up, but I think the public needs to be involved in it. If anybody in the public's got anything to say about it, that's fine.
I think I've always been open to let the public talk, and that won't change. So let's go with that. We'll have a public hearing, I think as planned, in June.
And Mr. Taylor, I appreciate you doing that work, but it's just questionable.
Mr. Taylor, I appreciate you saving the citizens of this community $8,000 to $10,000. So, all right, is there anything else to discuss?